Hello to all my Flosstube friends. I hope you're having a good January. I want to take a moment to thank you for those of you who have returned and those that are new subscribers. I've had quite a few new subscribers. How exciting recently. So, real quick for my new subscribers, my name is Penny. I'm with Sage Butterfly Designs. I have this channel is mainly about cross stitch. I also designed some black work, which I'll show some pictures here soon, so you'll be able to see what black work actually is. It's just back stitch. It's nothing that complicated. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. I own my own elopement business. I do photography and elopement packages here in Charleston, South Carolina. That's my main job. I'm trying to transition over into design, so I'm new to design work. But I'm enjoying it a lot. That's where my passion is. My paycheck is in elopement, so got to do what brings home the money too, right? Got to pay for this wonderful hobby in life, yeah. So those of you who have been around, you know I usually introduce Bo in the beginning. He is my 6-month-old puppy. He just turned 6-month-old last weekend, the 9th of January, whenever that was. He turned 6 months old. So he's an Australian Shepherd full of energy. But I love him to death. I'm going to insert, since he's outside with his daddy, and he's going through the terrible twos. There's not a trash can, well, except for the kitchen one, because it's got one of those lids on it that, like, you know, you have to open it up. Yeah, so since it's got a lid on it, he can't get into that one. Every other trash can in my house is either put up on something or the door is closed so we can't get into that room. He just has to get into the trash. He'll get out an envelope and tear it up. And I'm like, seriously, why? You have so many toys. You're spoiled to death. Why are you messing with the envelope? Yeah. He got into the other day in the dining room. I've got a stack of clothes, some hangers, some shoes. He loves socks. And there's some old socks, some old slippers that have, like, the non-stick has worn off. So I have got him in that pile to go to charity. Oh, he thinks that's his personal shopping corner. He goes in there, grabs out something, goes running through the house. He's got a sock in his mouth. I'm like, oh, goodness. So he's going through his terrible twos. But I'm going to insert a video real quick. I took this about an hour ago, and this is only a 16-second video, so it'll only take a second. And it is him with his new giggle ball. I hope you enjoyed that. He's a mess. He's an absolute mess. So we've also been, I took him for a walk the other day, and somebody had asked me to take a picture of him. So here is an updated picture of him from that walk. It's a local park here that we were walking around. And so here that is. So he's just kind of sitting there on the little boardwalk going out to the water. And he's also learning his toys' names. We had another Australian Shepherd that we lost back in August. And you would tell him to get a toy. Each toy had a name, pretty much just what it is. I mean, if it's a bone, his name is Bone. I mean, I don't get too creative with it. If he's got multiple toys of the same type, like he's got 2 elephants. One I would call, you know, Dot or something like that because it's got polka dots on it. But for the most part, it's pretty much what it is its name. Well, he's got a pacifier. So here is a picture of him with his pacifier, because I told him to go get his pacifier. And it just cracks me up when he does this. Oh my goodness. So, went to see Mom and Dad. Got some stitching done while I was visiting with Mom. We got Dad moved into a nursing home. So he's getting around-the-clock care with that. So he's hanging in there. Much more to say than that. The food's better. He seems to be happier there with the food. The care is a lot more. So yeah, so all in all, it's good. The only thing that, I mean, it's a catch-22. When he was at the assisted living, my brother had a camera in there, and I had an app to it. So I could check up on Dad. So that was nice because I could just, because he's 3 hours away. And I could just pull up the app and just kind of check out, what's Dad doing? What is he okay? What is he doing? And sometimes he wouldn't be in his room because he'd be out having dinner or doing a activity, which that hasn't happened in a while, but he wouldn't always be in the room. But I still felt like that little connection to him. And at this place, there's no camera. But the bad part is it's like, it would bring me down and be like, what's going on with Dad? Oh, he's sitting there. And so it's a catch-22. So I'm kind of glad the camera's gone, but in a way I wish I still had that connection, even though it was only on my side, not his. At least I got to check on him, even though I'm not there. But I do try to go over to see Mom and Dad about once a month. So just do the best I can with that. Okay, so I had a stack of YouTube videos. I think everybody is like catching up from their holidays and everything. And okay, we did a whip parade, and we did our 12 by 12 New Year's Eve starts and all that. So they wanted to report on all that stuff. So I mean, I had so many videos to catch up on over the weekend, which was nice. I just took the weekend off, stitched, and watched videos. So I had Karen the Needlebug, Jessica the Sweetwater Stitcher, Holly Mrs. Jones Stitcher, Jane and Julie Running with Scissors. Those girls are, oh my gosh, I love them so much. If you haven't watched them, you need to watch a Running with the Scissors with Jane and Julie. Jeep Girl Stitches, Gammy Stitcher. I'll have all these linked in my description, so you can go over and head over and show them some love. Since I'm watching all these videos, YouTube starts recommending new ones to me. So I'm like, let's watch them. So I did Ellie Stitch, Mama Loves You GB Michelle, Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, Stitches by Shelby, Mr. Hollick, he's a hoot. He was a hoot to watch. I can't wait for his next video. And Frizzy Lizzie Stitches. So of course I gave them all a subscribe to help them out, and we'll catch some more of their videos and see how that goes. But by all means, check out people. If you can recommend other ones to me, please recommend. Leave me a comment. Tell me which ones you recommend that I watch. So this week, I had one elopement last week on Friday the 13th. And they wanted some pictures in the graveyard. Hey, it's Charleston. We've got all kinds of graveyards and things like that. So yeah, so we took some pictures in the graveyard. Yeah, to each their own. I'll snap the camera anywhere. So I only have one wedding to edit, and I don't have another wedding to go to until February. So I've got a nice little break. So I'm going to get some computer work done. Obviously, the elopement business, since that's the one where the money is, it takes priority. I update my website, my emails. I've got it on automatic emails and everything, so it pretty much runs itself on those things. I just, got to answer a few emails and things like that, but it pretty much the lead process. And once they book, the certain things like, do you want a first look photo and what a first look photo is, and it goes through. Everything just is automatic. So I don't have to remember to do anything. It's wonderful. But love technology sometimes. Sometimes it gets a little bit crazy. Technology, and I'm like, how do I do that? But at any rate. So that's got to take precedence. So I've got to do my updates for the elopement business. And then I plan on hitting the design business. I've got some designs to show you, some new designs. But I need to get my website to where you can actually order off the website instead of going to the Etsy shop. So that is like my main, but hopefully February I can get that done. But in the meantime, I'll be able to show you that next week. The 23rd through the 29th, I believe, are the dates. We're going to be going up to the mountains. We'll be staying in like the Waynesville area. We'll actually be staying in a town right outside of Waynesville called Silva. So I'll be able to go to Annabella's shop. Yay! I'm excited about that. So I can, spend more money, right? Yeah. I am looking forward to it though. She's got some really pretty finishes and stuff like that. I really want to see. I love seeing the stitched works rather than just seeing the mock-ups of them and being all like, yeah, I like that design, but and then you see such a, you're like, yep, it's mine. Gonna buy it now. Yeah, but we all fall down that rabbit hole, don't we? But I've got the design work for Artie, the vintage stitcher. She's got a retreat in March, and she asked me to design a biscorn U that she's going to teach people how to do. So it'll be like a stitch before you go to the retreat. So I need to have that completed by March. I told her I'd have it done by March, by the latest middle of March if I've got to stitch it myself. Well, I don't know. But at any rate, I'm planning on working on that while we're on our trip too. I'll have my laptop with me, and that's where I do all my design work, is on my laptop. So I'll work on that. I got some rough sketches in my mind and a little bit on a piece of paper, but I haven't sat down to really do it yet. Speaking of designs, I had a model stitcher, Kimberly Murphy. You've probably seen her comment and stuff on the photos and on my videos. She's part of my Facebook groups and everything. But she went ahead and stitched up one of my designs. It's called Geometric Botanical. I'm going to try to put it on here. I think I'm going to have to just insert a picture though, so you can get all the detail. So here is that. And I'm going to pause just a second so I can insert a photo here in case that didn't really show, because I don't think it did. And here is hers. She had it stitched up and she sent me a picture of it. So here's hers all stitched up. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That turned out really nice. She found one error, and the error was like just a color mix up. I had a black line where a blue line should have been. If that's the worst she can find on it, I'm completely happy with that. So yeah, the other design that I have is, I get so creative with my names, right? It's called Octagon, and I just finished it, but I need to get it test stitched. I'm gonna hold it up here, and I don't know how well that's showing, so I'm also going to put in a photo of that so that I know that it shows up well with a photo. I'm going to be doing, I have to do the final checks on it yet. I'll get that done this week, and then I need to get it stitched up. And if anyone is interested in being a model stitcher or a test stitcher, please leave a comment below. Let me know. Send me an email. If you don't want to put it in the comments, send me an email. I'll put that right here, sagebutterflydesigns@gmail.com. And we can talk about, you know, somebody doing this as a test stitch for me. And that way I can get it out there as well. My free charts have been released. They are both on the website as well as in the Facebook group. Facebook group does get updated quicker than the website, so if you want to join that to have faster access to the free charts, please go ahead and join it. Both links to the website and the Facebook group are in the description below. And the free designs are Tulip and Bee, and this is what black work is. It's basically just a lot of back stitch into a pretty design. So that is Tulip and Bee. And then I also have Spring. Okay, organization. We talked about that being one of my New Year's goals. I actually did some of that. I did. I unkitted Catitude. I told you that one was dead. So and they were already cut to length, so all I had to do is just like take them out, put them on bobbin, label bobbin, done. Well, and put it away, but yeah. And I did. But so I got Catitude is completely undone, unkitted. So, and I got them bobbinated and filed. Yeah. I had to order more bobbins. I had like 4 left after I got done unkitting Catitude. I was like, got 4 bobbins left. So I ordered more, and they came in this week. So I'll show you those as part of haul. And I also ordered the bobbin winders, where you can just like put the string around it and then cut it for the floss drops, and then just, yeah, I ordered 2 of those because I wasn't sure if I wanted the 9-inch or the 18. So I ordered both. I'm covered now, right? So whichever one I like, I'll use. The other one I'll probably just give as a giveaway or something, or keep it for other, I don't know. But at any rate, I ordered both of those. It hasn't come yet. It's supposed to, I think it's going to be here this week though. So I'll have it for next video for you guys. And I was complaining about my closet. I know, right, there's my thing. It's actually, my closet is here. Let me move you a little bit. Right on the other side of that pretty box is my closet. And it has office stuff for the elopement business. It's got my personal clothes because we live in a small house. So my office has all my clothing in it, not my bedroom. My husband has clothes that are in the bedroom. We have small closets. And it also had some of the design work stuff, my shoes, all of my, and some of my finishing projects, my finishing stuff. Yeah. And it was all over the closet. And yesterday, I took everything out of the closet, well, minus my clothes, and put everything back in. And so now my closet is organized. So, yay. So, I'm happy about that. So, we're getting there. And I printed off a couple of my PDFs, like just a cover page to put inside a binder, so that instead of them all being on my iPad or whatever, I'm getting blown out a little bit by some of this light. I think that's better. Okay. I took some printouts so that I could put them into a binder, so that I could flip through the binder and see the pictures, as well as not just, sometimes I think they're organized in my iPad, but then it's like, well, did I count that it's a floral? Is it in, there's a floral folder? But it's also seasonal, so is it into the seasonal font? And sometimes I'm like flipping through 5 or 6 folders looking for a design. So it'd be easier to just have a printout in a binder and then just write down where I have it stored. And I was like, oh, it is going to be in your seasonal folder. And I'd be like, oh, now I can go right there and know exactly where it's at. So yeah, I'm still working on that, but it's in progress, a little at a time. So yeah. I do not have any FFOs. I do have a finish. I just showed it to you, actually. It's the spring. And what I'm going to do with it, so it's not going to take me long to finish it, is it's going to go on here. So it's just going to go on a little spool. And I just need to hem this edge right here. Or I need to pull it out more and just let it be a frizzly one. You know, it's kind of fringy. I haven't decided which way, but that's it. That's all it's going to take. So yeah, I need to get on it and do that, because that's only takes a minute to do. I got this from when I was at retreat, and I got it from this, as well as the little ribbon from Susan Greening Davis, Still Stitching Susan Greening Davis, something like that. Any rate, and she was saying if you put on the Velcro on here, and then the other side of the Velcro on here, then you can put it on, and then for the next season you take it off and you have the Velcro on the other season and you put it on, and it's a quick change out so that it's not permanently attached to the spool, and you can use it for multiple projects. So I was like, that sounds like an awesome idea. So I just have to do it. And put this, find a spot to put this, right? Okay. Whips. The first one you haven't seen in a while. Let me get my board up here, because I hadn't seen it in a while. So I know you hadn't seen it in a while. September came out. Yes. And I got, it doesn't blow through. I got most of this tree done. So I got this tree to do. Then there's like 2 little apples over here. So it's this tree. And I got these 2 apples. So I got these 2 apples and then these 2 apples. I think I'm going to take this basket and put it here. And then put this tree. I'm thinking I might put like this tree again here. And then that tree. So it's going to be like the basket right here. And then this tree right here. And then that tree. That barn is killing me. I'm like, And I see on Flosstube all these people with all these houses. And I'm like, how can you stitch all those houses? No, that's not me. Sorry. All that one color. I can't do huge amounts of one color. And I understand how nice villain can sometimes be, but other times I'm like, no. I need change. I need colors. I need active. You can't tell I'm very high-strung type of personality, and I'm like, go. And it's like, okay, I got this color done, now this color, and that's how I stitch too. Yeah. I know, I'm weird. Okay, where am I going to put this stuff as I get done showing it to you? Hold on just a second, let me figure that out. Right there. Okay. Next one you've seen, Birds of a Feather, and I am doing, let me see where it is on here. So I'm doing this one, which is the Easter, spring, all that. Last time you saw it, I had, use this one. Last time you saw it, I had my leprechaun done, this done. I think I had the 17 done. And half of St. Patrick's Day. So I finished up St. Patrick's Day, got this, the bird, the May Day, the flower, all of this done. So I've gotten, I feel like a lot of it done. I mean, there's not that much left up here. So this might be a finish next video. Because I got bunny, some eggs, this flower, and some words here. That little umbrella, and then words right there. So that's not too much. I guess the top almost half, but I started this at the beginning of the month. So if I'm about half or a little more than half, and that's still good. So there's still a chance that I could have it done at the end of the month. So that would be exciting. All right, next one is my Tired Trio. And that's my little sloths on the tree. They're so cute. And I bought it and I'm like, oh, they're so cute. I love them. And I've changed just about every color on it. Oh, well. I've kept it kind of true to the colors, but not completely. If I can hold on to this stuff. Okay, here we go. So we've got the 2 sloths, some of the flowers done. And then I need to go up over here and get that last one here. And I just realized I haven't been saying what I'm stitching on at all, have I? September. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since you've seen September, so I need to tell you it is on a 32 count gray gingham. And that was by Stitched Modern. And these were 10 by 10 squares that I picked up at the retreat, and it doesn't really say. It's a linen, and I think it's 32 count, but I honestly don't know for sure because it was in a grab basket for $1 at the retreat. And this one, the Tired Trio, is an 18 count, and it's called Hera by Picture This Plus. And just for, I think you're not, because it's dark here, the blow through isn't so bad. It's like the tree is in bramble from Classic Colorworks. And on here, you see how dark the tree is because they were using, I think it's 339, maybe. a much darker brown, you can tell that. $3031 is what they were using. So 3031 and compared to these colors, which I liked more of the wood, and then like changes because trees change colors, they're not all one solid color like that. And then I changed out the pinks in the flowers, they're different ones and everything. So, and same thing with the floss. I think out of all of these, there are 2 colors that I didn't change. So it's pretty much all completely different colors than what she called for. I mean, they're still pinks, but, or they're still browns, just my own different shades of the colors. And that's okay. We can do that. We can make our own adjustments to it. But I love my floss. It's coming pretty along real well too. This was also a January start, or January 1st start. So, and it's already about a little over halfway done. So possible at the end of the month it could be done. But I figure it might be the 1st or 2nd week in February. I'm not counting on it for next video. It might be the one after that. Okay, next one is Lavender Mist by Miribilia. And this is my Teresa Made Me Do It stitching that I started January 1st, New Year, New Start. Teresa Made Me Do It, Sal. And this I'm stitching for my best friend, Becky. And she picked out the fabric without knowing what she's picking out the fabric for. I just did a floss toss and said this one or this one, and she picked this fabric. So, and this fabric is, what is this fabric? It is a 32 count Aurora by Silkweaver. And the last time you saw it, it was about there. I had like these flowers done, and then I got these flowers done. And it's my Sunday stitch. So I stitch on it on Sundays. And I did not stitch on it yesterday. September got attention instead. So that's okay. It's supposed to be primarily my Sunday stitch, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'll give it more love next Sunday. Another one that we haven't seen in a little while. I got my Tinctorium out, my Chatelain. Oh yeah. So here is the whole Chatelain. I'm still working on this center part right here, which is considered part 1. And I'll even zoom in some more because I am working on this section right there. Just so that you have kind of an idea of where I'm at on the pattern. And these are my 1/1 that terrified me, but it wasn't bad at all. My 1/1 hedgehogs and bunnies. Aren't they adorable? They're like the cutest. Let me move the light so you can see them better here. Sorry, I'm probably making y'all dizzy. But look at how they pop. I mean, you can see, let me just get in there. You can see the difference between a normal stitch and then the itty bitty 1/1 stitches. And this is on 28 count pewter by who? Where is it, Penny? Because I didn't write it down. Zweigart. I was like, I'm looking at my notes. My notes say 28 count pewter Lugana. I'm like, okay. All right, so you see how beautiful this fabric. Oh my gosh, with the specialty stitches in it. I'm love, 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 love. I'm so glad I got it back out and I tackled my little critters. So I have to go above them is a solid line, and then there's specialty stitches all up in there. So that's my next step. So I don't know. It might come out next weekend. It might not. Before we go on trip, I might feel compelled to do a little bit more on it. So, but I'm still so loving this. I was glad to pull it back out and get a little bit more done on it. All right. Next is Blue Flower. The Seasons of the Heart Autumn. And I started this one in October. I started it at retreat. And last time you saw it, I had just gotten the heart and the owls, and this was all done. And this was done. And that flower was done. I got this flower done, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I got all these little piece of flowers done, and that. When I started down here on a hedgehog, another hedgehog. So all I have left on this one is a little hedgehog, which is one I started right there. There's another hedgehog, the pumpkin with its little swirlies, and the apple basket. So that's all I have left is just these right here down there. So it's close to a finish too. This one is definitely coming with me on the trip. So seeing as I will be traveling with it, it might get done. So I don't know that I'll be traveling with holidays or not. Looks like the light at the cabin or staying in is going to be good, but you never know. Yeah. So I'll bring it with me. I just don't know how much work I'll get done on it. But I know that Autumn Flower is going to get some work done on it. All right, last whip is going to be Floral Dream by Nora Corbett. And here she is. And last time you saw her, it was stopped about right there, about thigh level. And I got that done this past weekend. So I got that much of the blanket done. So absolutely beautiful. Love it. So this one will not be done this month. It's definitely not happening. But it's coming along good. So I'm happy about that. So, and I'd started that one in August. And it is on, I tell you, wouldn't it? Let me pull it back up. I don't think I told you on the other one, did I? I did not. Well, no, I didn't. Because I'm remembering what I say and don't say. Okay, so this one is 18 count Ada, and it's a marbled Zygarde. And this one for Nora Corbett, Floral Dream, she is on 28 counts. Blueberry by Crossed Wing Collection. Okay, starts. Yeah, because that wasn't enough to rotate around, right? Let's have some more starts. Yes. Okay. First one from Teresa Koget is Freedom, part of her Patreon. And I decided that I'm not doing the bird. I basically want the bowl flowers and the stars right here. That's what I'm doing. I don't even think I'm doing Freedom at the bottom. I might not. That's, don't know. But I'm definitely doing the bowl and the flowers. And I started this on January 4th. Because this is my 4th of every month stitching. And I got the bowl done. So the bowl is done. Next I'll move on to the flowers and leaves. So if all I'm doing is the bowl and the flowers and leaves, then I'm about a third of the way done. Or yeah, about a third of the way done. So that's awesome. Okay. The next one, I'm going to insert a pattern picture in here. This is February. Obviously, right? This, I've been doing, if you've been following me, in the month-to-month series by Stitching with the Housewives, and I did not like February's. And I was like, well, I'll just do like some kind of like love something and just put it in there. I'm like, but then I don't have anything that says February. It's got to be on the barn. It says February. It says the month's name. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and make up one. So I designed this. And everything is based around the colors that are in February, which is DMC 45. Oh Lordy, is it 4501 or 4510? It is 4501. So I based all my colors off of that. And a few others, as you see here. So I got a few purples, some yellows, but mainly it's the colors that were in 4501. So I did start it, and I started it on 14 count curved tile, and here is the February. So yeah. Now, my friend who does not do any cross stitch, my best friend in Florida, she is telling me she can't read that. So you guys tell me, can you see that? Can you read it? I mean, obviously I can, but I know what I'm looking for. I figure I'm going to go ahead and finish stitching the other things and see if that kind of helps bring it out a little bit more. And if not, then I think I'm just going to take the, what color is it? My memory. Age, people, age. Age kills the memory. It is 3706, this color, the dark, the corally color of this collection. I'll take this and outline it. Do you think that that would pull it out more? What is y'all's opinion? Leave me a comment. Tell me what you would do. Obviously, I'm going to finish doing my stitching first, and then if I determine that I do need to back stitch it, I will. But it wasn't in my plans to back stitch, as you know, you see on the design, but I can. It's not the end of the world. Leave me your thoughts on that. Tell me what you think. But regardless, I designed that pattern, and we'll see how that all comes together from there. And the last start that I have is my Christmas Eve Santa by Cottage Garden Samplings. I fell in love with this pattern because he's not the traditional Santa. He's so pretty, and all that embroidery on, well, not really embroidery, but you know, embellishment. There's the word, Penny. Embellishment on his coat, and this, so it's not solid red. If all of that was red, I'd be like turned off. Same thing with the green color here. If it was solid green, I'd be turned off. But having just that little bit of embossment or whatever, embellishment, there it is. Y'all gotta love my words, right? Because they're go, what the hell is she saying? Anyway, having that, that makes it for me. I love it. Anyway, I started that this weekend. You know, when I was supposed to be stitching on Lavender Mist, and I was like, I want to stitch on Fanny. So here he is. I did the tree and a couple of the embellishments, and then I started off with some of the red color. Is actually Rose Garden from a Fancy Floss sampler or something. All right, I keep everything behind me because I end up forgetting half of it, right? It is, and it was Rose Garden. Simply Shaker Rose Garden, and that variation in there is beautiful. And again, it's not the traditional red. So totally love it. And I'm going to remember this time, he is being stitched on a 28 count Twilight cast shell linen. So yeah, so it's pretty. It's pretty. Although it being dark like that, I can like stitch on it during the day because you know how dark fabric is and stitching at night go. That does not work out well together. So that's all my stitching. Yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel like I stitched a good amount for 2 weeks. So yeah, haul. We ready for some haul? All right, I'm gonna pause this for a minute so I can get it. Yeah. Okay, so before I do my haul, I did a little bit of research. I get bored. I told you I'm very high strung and very go. And I find it hard to do one thing at a time. So like if I'm just sitting there on the couch watching TV, it's very hard for me just to sit there on the couch and watch TV. And the lighting in our living room is like really bad. So I can't stitch. So I usually grab the laptop and start designing, or I start looking up things online and get myself in trouble, or I'm doing something else besides just watching TV. I don't know. Anybody else like that out there? Because I'm like, I can't. It's very hard. Whatever I'm watching has to really engage me for me not to do anything else. Or I've got to be like totally worn out and don't want to do anything else. I'm just happy to lay there on my blanket and be like, okay, I'll stare at the TV now. But otherwise, I'm like, hands got to be moving, got to have like a second thought process, because TV is not a thought process. It is just there. It's happening. You don't have to think. You don't have to engage. That's the right word, engage. So I need some kind of an engagement, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. My husband's like, can you just relax? Yeah, no. I'm just... Anyway, so while I was sitting there, I was going to some of my favorite designers, Facebook pages, different websites, things like that, looking for free design, seeing who has what out there. And the Fat Quarter Shop, I know that everyone knows about their free designs, their own free designs, but they have recently loaded up a bunch of other designers. There's some from Cherry Hill, I think there's some Teresa Kogut, all kinds of different designers. Anyway, go to Fat Quarter Shop, click on, cross stitch, and then free cross stitch charts, and flip through. The first ones, of course, are going to be Fat Quarter Shops. And then go to the next page and the next page, and you'll see that there's different designers on there with free charts. All kinds of holiday ones, seasonal ones. Yeah, so free charts, by all means, go check that out. I love Fox and Rabbit. They need to come out with a new video. I haven't seen them in a little bit. But anyway, love Fox and Rabbit. They're having their new sale, and they have it as a year, and they release one part a month. So the first of every month, they release a part of it. So they've got their first part out for this year's mystery sale. And they also have a freebies that you can download. So go to the Fox and Rabbit website, and you can get some free charts there, as well as the mystery sale. The let me see here, Leslie Tier is releasing her spring sale. I think she said she's going to release it, I forget if it's next week or the first week in February, but it's on her blog, and you can go to her website and she'll download she's got a sneak peek of what the chart's going to look like, to where you can be allowed, like, oh yeah, okay, I'll join that. And then she releases a chart each week, or I believe it is. But yeah, so it's a floral one. It's a spring florals. So yeah, there's just many places out there that you can download free charts. If your New Year's goal or New Year's resolution was like, I'm going to not spend so much money, I'm going to stitch from my stash, I'm going to this, I'm going to that, which, I mean, I need to stitch more from my stash as well. We won't talk about that because I've got too much haul to show you to talk about. But at any rate, just for everything, there's a bunch of free designs out there. On my website, like I said, I've shown you two of my designs that I've got on mine. So by all means, even if you're not wanting to, get too much, spend too much or anything, there's all kinds of free patterns out there. And opportunities, like I've offering the free test stitch pattern thing. Just contact me and I'll get me another test stitcher, because I don't want to bug Kimberly to death with all my patterns. So I belong to Teresa Coget's Patreon club, and what you do for that is you join it, and there's different levels, and for different levels you get different number of downloads. I'm tier 3, so I think I get, I don't know, maybe 3, I don't know, but at any rate, let's see here, 1, 2, yeah, I think I get 3, because this one was a different one. Okay, so this month we've got from her, I'm gonna stretch around here so I can see what I'm putting up here, make sure it's coming in okay, is Needle and Flax, and I will go ahead and put, I think I'm just going to put a photo in there as well, because I'm just not, I don't think these are showing up that well when I pull them up, print them and pull them up. But I printed them so that I could put them in my binder. I was like, oh, dual purpose here. I'll show them to you and then I'll put them in the binder. So I did print them. I'm just not sure they're showing up too well on here. So if not, like I said, I can always pop it in a photo. And this one here is I Live in a Cottage. I love the little motifs down there and everything. Right down in here, they're so cute. That's not too bad of a house. That's a pretty small house. I think I can deal with that house. And it says on it, I live in a cottage, and yonder it stands. And while I can work with these 2 hands, I'm as happy as those with houses and lands. So I thought that was cute. And then this one, the house is a little bigger. I don't know. But I definitely love the flowers in it. And the other part of it, I might just take that center piece. But happy is a house that shelters a friend, and it's called Happy House. And like I said, I'm definitely going to at least stitch this piece here with the tree, the hearts, the little cupids, and the flowers, and the little, oh, is that a bunny? I think it's it's a bunny and a squirrel, or maybe it's a dog and a squirrel. There's a little animal right there. I don't know what it is though. What do you think? I'm going to go with bunny and a squirrel. But I'll stitch that piece of it. I just don't know that I'll do the house. Yeah. And then as part of the Jingle Bell Ball, given would be the right one, not gaven. She given. We should just start over on that one. Part of her class for the Jingle Bell Ball, we were given a chart to stitch up, and it was supposed to be on a kind of a exclusive or a pre-release or something, and she gave it to us to stitch up and then showed us how to finish it on an antique book. Well, then she felt bad because she put that chart in for everybody to buy that was part of the Jingle Bell Ball, or she did something like that. I don't know exactly, but at any rate, she felt bad and said, I have another chart coming out to you. Well, then she emailed out the other chart, and this is the chart that she emailed out, and that's Greetings from St. Nick. So I got this one emailed as well, and that's a whole lot of blue, so we definitely would not be stitching all that blue. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I could deal with the red as long as I use a variegated thread, but not just a solid red, because we already talked about me and the solid color just can't. I can't handle that. I don't know. And maybe next year I will, because you know how your styles change every year stitching. This year I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. And next year I'm like, oh, I like doing this. I can just sit here and chat, and I don't have to count and da 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 da. And I could be happy with it. Just do the outline and then just fill in, and I might be happy with that. Right now, I can't do that right now, or I don't like to do that right now, I guess I should say. All right, so next up is my Fat Quarter Shop, my monthly subscription to the month to month, and March came in, I like March. I didn't like February. But I do like March. Look at March. Look at those tulips. That's right. And the funny part is that's what I said was wrong with February's. It should have been tulips or something like that. The roses. I did not like the roses. But this one's got tulips. So I thought that was hysterical that it came with the tulips. I don't know about the barn. The barn's a maybe. Or it might end up being, I've got a couple designs that would fit in there that are small, and they're more of the leprechaun, the lucky, the shamrocks. I think there's like a little like pot of gold with like a rainbow up on a hill or something. Maybe that would fit in there. So I've got to look at it a little bit more and decide if I'm going to put in that barn or not. The barn is at least broken up. It looks like it's got, get it up in there so you can see it. It's broken up. It's got at least the edging here, the tulip. There's a tulip. Then it's got like this archway here over it. The doors aren't so big and blocky. That's a big, massive amount of black right there. But I could get away with that. I could just deal. But I don't know. So maybe the barn stays on this one. I don't know. So I know I get these designs and I hate a part of it. And then of course I got all the floss for it. So that is my March month to month from Fat Quarter Shop. My order from Half Moon Stitchery that I ordered on Black Friday is a Black Friday sale. Came in. It finally came in. So let me show you my big order. It was Black Friday. Remember that? And our stuff just don't go on sale that much. So when you get a Black Friday sale on cross stitch stuff, yeah, I went a little bit berserk here. Sorry, I had it in the box. Let me get it out of the box. Okay, so what else back here? Okay, because I have a project in it. I got the big old daisy project bag. This is where I'm keeping my Lavender Mist, actually. So Lavender Mist is going in here just because it's so big, and that frame that I have it in is big, so it just fits in there perfectly. So there's that bag. And then I got the blue checkered or plaid, whatever they call it, the aqua colored one, and the olive colored one, because with all these new starts I need bags to put them in. Put it back in its box. Okay. Then I went berserk because she had, like I said, a sale. I'm going to try to keep these in the packages so I don't have to try to open up every single one of them. Otherwise, I'll pause this and open them all up. How much glitter are we going to get? A little bit. Not too bad, I guess. This one here is the Seasons of the Heart from the Blue Flower. And it is the spring one. Those bunnies are so cute. And then we have Seasons of the Heart Summer. That is adorable. Looks like, now that I want to see it, think, what is that? A cat? There's some animal up here. What do y'all think that is? A cat? It would help if you could see it, not in the glare, huh? Anyway, it's a cute animal, whatever it is. We'll go with cat until I decide differently. All right, and then I'd already gotten the winter one in another order. I know I showed it to you. And then we have Magpie and the Moon. I think that's pretty. And then I saw her Acorn series. Yeah, Just what I needed. So we have, let's make sure there, okay. We have autumn acorns. Spring acorns. Summer acorns. And winter acorns. And you're like, okay, yeah, all the seasons are covered, right? Yeah, except for Halloween acorns. Yeah. And Joy. 95% sure that's her name, Joy. I was right, it's Joy. Joy at Half Moon Stitchery also sent me a free pattern. She could tell that I liked the blue flower. So she sent me a freebie chart. I'm just going to real quick flop it like that because it's all it is the chart. There is no picture of it, but it's called Blanket Flower. So she sent me a free chart to go with it because she felt bad that I was waiting so long for my order. And the hang up was the bags. I was like, but I needed the bags. So yeah, so now these have got to go into rotation somewhere, somehow. That's okay. I'll start. As far as the acorns, I'm not sure how or when I'm putting them in rotation. Magpie, I'm not sure how and when. But the heart, the seasonal hearts, as I finish one, I'll just grab another one. So that one I'll just keep the rotation going. Or I might decide that instead of doing another heart, since I just did a heart, I might do an acorn. And when that acorn one is done, flip back over to a heart. Because otherwise I'll get tired of doing that heart all the time, I think. Yeah. I think that sounds like a better idea, don't you? Yeah. Thanks for agreeing with me. Okay. So, we would think that that'd be a penny. You got your big Thanksgiving box in, and you got your Black Friday, your big Black Friday box in. You got your Pat Quarter Shop. You've been downloading free patterns from all these different places all over the place. And I thought I'd show you these. These are the bobbins, and there's 3 packs of them. I'm not sure how many are in a pack, but there's 3 packs of them. It's from Atom Hearts Design. I'll have their information there. Atom Heart Design. I'll have their information in the description below, so if you are interested. And they have the clear ones, and the clear ones for a pack like that is $22. The black ones are Misfits or Irregulars, something. I haven't had any problem with any of the other ones I bought, and they're $11. So yeah, half price. I'll take those. Yeah. So I got more bobbins in. I told you I went to go see Mom. There is a local needle shop there called Panda Crossing. It's in Simpsonville, South Carolina. And I went in there after seeing Dad. I saw him at the assisted living care. It was before we moved into the other. And I was pretty upset. It was just kind of one of those depression, upset things. So I was like, all right. And usually I drag Mom with me to Panda. And she's all like, okay, I'm just going to sit here. And she just sits. And I wander around looking at things. And she'll just look over at some beads or looks over at some different things. And she might grab one book and flip through it a little bit. But for the most part, she just sits there. And I'm like, I just need to kind of space out and kind of regroup myself. And I'm kind of a little bit upset, depressed, that kind of thing. And I just need to. So I went to the local needlework shop and proceeded to was there about an hour. Flipping through. She's got like all those bins with like flip, 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 flip. Yeah. Taking my time flipping and finding. Yeah. So, if you're not new, you know I've got an affinity for the sweetheart tree. I love their smalls. I found this one. And I know these things are not cheap, but they do come with the beads. Turn it so you don't see the pattern. They do come with the beads. But so I got this sweetheart tree, not Sweetwater, sweetheart tree. And then part of the Itty Bitty Kitty series. This one's at the beach. Perfect for the summer dough bowl. And look at this one. Oh my gosh. Itty Kitty Patriotic Kitty. Look at that. So cute. So yeah, I got those. And then I found these from Frony Ritter Designs, and they are tiny mittens, and it's a set of 5 mittens, and I thought those would be so cute for ornaments. And then here's number 6. So yeah, those are adorable. And then this one, because I have the Autumn Garden threads and 2 other patterns, so when I saw this one, I had to get it too. That house isn't too big. It's a small house. I should be able to do that one. So yeah, Tiny Motorist Autumn House on a Hill. So I got that one. But I already had the threads for that one, so that's like a little bit of money saved, right? Elizabeth Needlework Designs, Simple Samplers, Summertime. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that not gorgeous? Look at the variations. Look at, oh, yeah. So, and then I saw this. I saw this stitched up at the retreat, but I couldn't find the pattern. So I'm like, oh well. And then I found the pattern here. And I showed you my little Kenzie's treats that I did for my daughter-in-law. That I hung off the little rolling pin. Look at this. From New York Dreamer. Baked with Love by Izia Gladstone. So I'll put it up there so you can actually see the name. But look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I'm going to change out a couple of the hearts to be other cookies. But my daughter-in-law's birthday is in July, the end of July. Maybe. If not, it'll be Christmas, right? But I loved it. So, yeah, I got that too. So then I went into the fabrics and got me some linens or even weaves. This one here is what? 28 count dense fog Joblin. So there's that. And it's a little bit bigger than that. It's got like, it's a remnant type of thing. And this, I love the color on this one as well. And it's, again, a remnant about that long. And it is a 28 count fabric flare dried petal linen. I'll just fold it up so you can see the color better. So, yeah, because I needed more fabric. Yeah. And then as I was looking, I'm like, well, I'm here, and these patterns that I just bought, who needs fancy floss? that needs fancy floss. This one, I know I already had the fancy floss on, so I was good with that one. DMC, 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 fancy floss. Okay. Fancy flosses. Yeah, I need another hand here. Fancy flosses to go with that pattern. So I'm talking to the lady. Like I said, I'm just trying to zone out, get my things, figure out what's what I'm doing, get my mind right so that I stop thinking about Dad and what's going on with him. And I was like, I've been seeing all over YouTube the new book from Blackbird Designs. I got some kind of a fall one. And she's like, yeah, she had one left. I'm like, at these prices, I need to see it before I buy it. So I grabbed it and I flipped through and I'm like, yep. Oh yeah. Love it. Yep, throw it in there. So yes, I bought this one too. When the leaves fall. I know you've seen it all over Flosstube, and there's a good reason for it. And it's got 10 projects. It's got excellent, she shows excellent ways of finishing it and tells you how to finish it and things like that. So there's finishing tips, advice, and things like that. Like here you see, you know, it's explicit directions on how to finish or do some things like that. So there's that, and you figure, okay, it was a $30 book, but there's 10 designs. It's $3 a design. I just showed you some of those sweetheart trees. Yeah, sweetheart trees. I make sure I said it right. Sweetheart trees for $9 and $11. 10 patterns for $30. Not so bad now, right? Yeah. So I got that too. Yeah. So that's my haul. Like I said, I consider my depression due to Dad part of the reason why it got a little out of hand at the thing. And the other one was back from Thanksgiving, so I get a little bit of a break on that one. All right. So giveaways. 2 weeks ago, approximately-ish, I know it was like right at the beginning of the month, I mailed out all of last month's giveaways. A lot of them were international. I know I sent several to UK, I want to say Ireland, Netherlands. At any rate, $56 in shipping. Totally ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So, as long as it's just a chart and it's considered a document, then I can send it because it only costs like $1 or $2. It's not that bad. But as soon as it becomes a product, I have to fill out custom forms, and the price goes up to a minimum of $17. So I'm going to have to, as I'm showing whatever I'm giving away, I will say whether or not I can ship it internationally or not, because I can't afford to send out that kind of shipping prices. I mean, I hate it because I know I've got a lot of followers from overseas and everything, but I'm also going to make sure that I have offerings for you as well as for United States, just because of the shipping. And I mean, I know you guys understand this. That's a lot of money going out to shipping. Yeah. So, with everyone so busy the last couple of weeks and stuff, I only had a couple of comments on my last video. So I'm going to extend last video's giveaway for another 2 weeks. So I'm going to show you those again, as well as my new giveaways. And we'll go from there. So let me grab those real quick. The first one was from the Caterpillar Club. And I did go ahead and cancel my membership to this. The designs weren't clicking with me and everything. It comes with your flosses. Obviously your chart. And it is this wolf face. Is the design. And the keyword on that is wolf. And I'll put that right here. So if you're interested in winning the wolf design, this one, because of the threads and stuff, it has to be in US only. So US only, keyword wolf. The other one was this cute little sloth, birthday sloth. And this is a full kit that I can't read because I don't have my glasses on. I don't know. There they are. Yeah. Can't even see the glasses. I have them on my head. I took them off for the video so that I wouldn't have glasses on my head. Kit includes 18 count Aida thread, the pom-pom needle, and the finished size is 13 centimeters by 13 centimeters. So that's what that one is. And the keyword for that is sloth. And again, seeing as it is a kit, it has to be US only. All right, the next ones can be anywhere. So I thought about the last two ones. One of them, like I said, as long as it's just a chart, I can consider it a document. So the first one is going to be the month February that I don't like. So I haven't done anything with this. I'm keeping the threads out of it, but it comes with the chart for both the rose, this one and this one. And like I said, that little thing right there is kind of cute. It's this little flower pot and archway, but the roses killed it for me. I'm not a rose person, and that was like, yeah, no. So I did keep the threads out of it, but other than that, this chart and keyword is going to be real difficult here. Come on, you know me by now. You know what it's going to be. February. There we go. So if you're interested in this one, February is the keyword. And that will go anywhere because I can consider this a document. So I can ship it out anywhere. The last one is going to be the new pattern that I designed, Geometric Botanical. I'll insert a picture of it right here. This is the one that Kimberly Murphy had stitched up that I showed you at the beginning of the video. This is a PDF, so I can email it to anyone, anywhere. So if you're interested in it, leave a comment. And I'm going to be different on this one. We're going to make the keyword flower. So the keyword for this one is flower. All right. My goodness, it's a little over an hour, guys. I went on and on today, didn't I? Drawing is going to be on the 31st of January. And I'll do that right before I do my record the next video. And I have all the information about products if I forgot to tell you anything about them, or anybody I mentioned, whether it be through YouTube, links to websites, anything like that. They are all in the description below. So just go down there, click the show more info, and it'll be a long list because I make notes that I look at over here. It's using my eyes like go over here. My notes are right there, and all I do is cut and paste it right into the description. So it's all there for you. It's quick and easy for me, and that way when I forget to tell you, oh, this is what it is, there it is. So enjoy. I will see. I'm going on my trip next week, so that'll be fun. And let's see how much did I get done. Hopefully I can have a couple finishes next time, and hopefully I'll have spring finished for you. FFO'd. It's finished. It just needs to be FFO'd. I'm also debating if I should put something on the back of it. maybe some, I don't know, some of that interfacing or something on it. Make it a little bit stiffer, plus it'll hide the back. Not that anyone should be looking at the back, but we'll see. Another reason why I haven't FFO'd it yet. By all means, keywords for the giveaways. And you gotta be 18 years or older, be a subscriber, like the video, leave a comment with the keyword that you're wanting. Let me know your opinion on that February chart, if you think I should backstitch it or not. I asked you about something else too, didn't I? What was it? Backstitching that? Something else. I don't remember. Hopefully you guys remember and will leave a comment about it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I asked about that. Yeah. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful next couple of weeks. Get a ton of stitching done, and I will catch you the end of the month. Bye.